Hello, my dear students. Let us discuss about one more method of finding the vertical stress, that is Newmark influence charts. Newmark in 1942 constructed influence chart based on the Boussinesq solution to determine the vertical stress increase at any point below an area of any shape carrying uniform pressure. A chart consists of a number of concentric circles and radial lines. Each area unit causes equal vertical stress at the center of the diagram. Chart consists of influence areas which has a influence value of 0.005 per unit pressure. The loaded area is drawn on a tracing paper to a scale such that the length of the scale line on the chart is equal to the depth Z. Position the loaded area on the chart such that the point at which the vertical stress required is at the center of the chart. Then count the number of influence areas covered by the scale drawing, that is N. Okay, so this is a Newmark's influence chart. You can see here there are number of radial lines. Okay, and scale distance is Z is equal to 5 centimeter. Influence value is equal to 0.005. Okay, here one influence area or the block, it looks like this. The total number of block on the chart, there are totally 200 blocks are there in this chart, and influence value per block is 0.005. Suppose if there is a rectangle, you have to place the center of the rectangle here at this point. Okay, then you have to count how many areas are there, that is N. Okay, in the later slides I will explain in detail how to construct the Newmark's influence chart. This is a circle, one circle, and this is the first circle. This is the second circle. O is the center. Okay, this is a radius of a circle R1. This is the radius R2 of the second circle. Okay, now let a uniformly loaded circular area of radius R1 centimeter be divided into 20 sectors. Okay, so now R1 that is divided into 20 sectors. Let Q is the load intensity. Okay, that is and sigma Z is the vertical stress at a depth Z below the center of the area. Okay, let us assume Q is the load intensity and sigma Z is the vertical stress at a depth Z below the center of the area. Each sector O A1B1 exerts a pressure of sigma Z divided by 20. Okay, because there are 20 radial lines, so means the area is divided into 20 sectors. Therefore each sector, this is one sector, okay, O A1B1, which exerts a pressure of vertical stress divided by 20 at a depth Z below the center of the area, that is sigma Z divided by 20. Okay, similarly next sector also same type, it is divided by 20. Hence, from the equation for stress below the circular load, we have this equation, Boussinesq equation for a circular load, that is sigma Z divided by 20 is equal to Q divided by 20 into this equation. We don't have sigma Z divided by 20. We have sigma Z is equal to Q divided by Q into this 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus R1 divided by Z whole square to the power 3 by 2. But here it is each sector is divided into 20 blocks, so that's why it is divided by 20 here. Okay, so when you simplify this influence factor, you get this one. Okay, let us fix an arbitrary value. Okay, this is just one arbitrary value, 0.005, that is IF. So if you substitute in this 0.005 q, that is equal to this equation. Okay, so suppose z is equal to 5 centimeter and r1, when you substitute in this equation, r1 becomes 1.35 centimeter. Hence, if a circle is drawn with radius of 1.35 centimeter, okay, so that's why the circle is drawn with the radius of 1.35 centimeter, divided into 20 equal sectors. Each sector will exert a pressure of 0.005 Q at a depth of 5 centimeter. Let next consider the radius of a second circle R2, which is to be determined. Again, you have to apply the same formula. Let the annular space between two circles be divided into 20 equal parts area, like A1, A2, B2, B1. Here, this area A1, A2, A1, A2, B1, B2. Now we are considering this area, okay, R2. Okay, R2 has to be such that the vertical pressure at the center due to each of this area unit is 0.005 Q. The total pressure due to area units O A1 B1 and A1 A2 B2 B is 2 times of 0.005 Q, because we have considered two sectors. Okay, O A1 B1 is one sector, O A1 B1 is one sector, and other sector is A1 A2 B1 B2. So 2 times of 0.005 Q. Therefore, vertical pressure due to O A2 B2, vertical pressure due to O A2 B2, this one O A2 B2 is equal to this equation, 2 times of 0.005 Q. Okay, in the previous we just consider 0.005 Q because that was the first circle, so only one. Okay, here we are considering for the circle 2, that's why you have to multiply it by 2 because it has the effect of a circle also. So now if you simplify this, you get R2 is equal to 2 centimeter, for Z is equal to 5. Z we have to take it as same. When you substitute Z is equal to 5 in this equation, we get R2 is equal to 2 centimeter. So similarly, third, fourth, fifth, like that till 10th circle you can draw, but for the 10th circle it is given by this formula, Q divided, I mean this formula is same, but here R10 is equal to infinity value. Okay, there is no particular radius for R10. Okay, 9 is the last circle and R is like this. Okay, that is R10 is equal to infinity. So hence Newmark's chart is drawn as shown in the figure. This scale is equal to 5 centimeter. In the chart, each area unit will exert an equal vertical stress of 0.005 Q. Okay, in the this chart, each area, these are the areas. Here, these are the areas. These are the areas which will exert a vertical stress of 0.005 Q at a depth of 5 centimeter at the center of the diagram. Hence, n area units of the load will exert a total pressure of 0.005 Q into N at a depth of 5 centimeter at the center of the diagram. This is the formula to find the vertical stress. Okay, each area exerts 0.005. So 0.005 Q. So if there are n areas, you have to multiply it by n. Okay, so we'll see now how to find that vertical stress. To use the chart for determining the vertical stress at any point under the loaded area, the plan of the loaded area is first drawn on a tracing paper. Okay, first to find the vertical stress of any point under any loaded area of any shape. That is the advantage of Newmark's chart. Okay, because Boussinesq equation is applied to only the particular shapes like circular area, rectangular area, but Newmark's chart can be used for any type of the loaded area. Okay, here first you have to draw the plan of the loaded area on a tracing paper and placed on the chart. then you have to place that chart paper on the trace paper on the chart in such a way that the point below which stress is required coincide with the center of the chart. The scale of the plan is such that the length AB on the chart corresponding to the depth at which the pressure is required. Okay, you can see here this is the length is given AB. Okay, so based on that you have to draw the plan. Okay, the scale of the plan is such that the length AB on the chart corresponding to the depth at which the pressure is required. That line AB shows the depth at which the pressure is required. Let the distance AB is 5 centimeter, the depth for which the chart is drawn. Now, if the stress is required at a depth of 5 meter, then the foundation plan should be drawn to a scale of 5 centimeter. How? 5 centimeter is equal to 5 meter because that AB is 5 centimeter. So, but now we have to find at a depth of 5 meter. So, 5 centimeter is equal to 5 meter. So, 1 centimeter, it becomes 1 centimeter equal to 1 meter. Similarly, if the stress is required at a depth of 15 meter, then the foundation plan should be drawn to a scale of 5 centimeter is equal to 15 meter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 3 meter. Okay, so we have to convert into the scale, okay, to draw on the tracing paper. So you have to remember, you have to see here what it is given. AB is equal to 5 centimeter. Then if it is 5 meter, then 1 centimeter equal to 1 meter. If AB the foundation plan is for 15 meter, then a 1 centimeter is equal to 3 meter. Suppose sometimes what happens, they give AB is equal to 3 centimeter. Then you have to convert that loaded or foundational plan into that scale. Okay, so mainly you have to check usually that AB is 5 centimeter only. Okay, the total number of area units including fractions covered by the plan of the loaded area is counted as N. The point below which the pressure is required may lie within or outside the loaded area. Hence, the stress exerted by the load at the point is 0.005 into Q into N. So, this is the equation to find the vertical stress using the Newmark's chart, that is sigma A equal to 0.005 Q into Na, where Na is the number of area units under the loaded area. Thus, Newmark's chart can be used to determine the vertical stress at any point under a uniformly loaded area of any shape. Okay, now you can see this is a chart. Suppose I have this foundation area, okay, plan. So how I have to find the vertical stress? Now AB is equal to 5 centimeter. So I have to place this loaded foundation plan on this chart. So you can see here, okay, this center, the center of somewhere here, center, it should be on the top of the center of the chart. You can see here the center of the chart is here O. So O, it has to come here, okay, at the center. Similarly, suppose if it is a square or a rectangle, okay, how you have to do? Suppose it is asked to find the vertical stress at the center, then center of this square should coincide with the center of the Newmark's chart. Similarly, if it is asked to find the vertical stress at the corner of the square or rectangle, then you have to place that corner at the center of the Newmark's chart. Okay, that thing you should remember always. So this plan you have to draw on a tracing paper, and then that tracing paper you have to place it on this chart. Okay, how to place? The center of the chart should coincide with the center of the plan. If it is asked to find the vertical stress at the corner of the circle, rectangle or a square, then that corner has to be placed on at the center. Okay, I hope all of you understood. The detailed descriptions you will get in IS code 8009 part 1 1976. All of you please download this. You should require while solving the problem. Okay, so just to see here, that is freely available. Just download that app. Okay, next class we'll see some of the problems related to Newmark's chart. I hope all of you understood. Thank you.